Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal.
Real chance! They've scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Belts one. Too close for comfort. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Pepe. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, nice touch. Gets into some space. Surely a shot. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And here's the chance to counter. Bruno Fernandes. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Now it's Kane. He's got away. Kane. And it's Lampard. Scholes.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Scholes. And here's Rooney. Played out to the right. And help's available out wide. Lampard, who does have an assist to his name. Scholes. Beckham. And he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
He's got options out wide. And he's onside. Oh, a bust challenge. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Bruno Fernandes. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Kane. Beckham. And here's Rooney.
Rooney really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
What an adventurous run from a defender. Corner given.
Look, there's some very good headers of a ball in this team now, and they'll be demanding the right delivery to give them a chance to go at this.
Danger averted for now. Beckham plays it forward. Now it's Kane. He's got away. Kane. Kane! And in it goes! Two to the good! They have breathing space! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Kane showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Mallorca take a two-goal lead, and things should become... And the referee brings the first half to a close. It's the first half compared with your expectation.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Already up and running for the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Scholes. Beckham. Hoists it forward. It's gone for a throw-in. Bruno Fernandes tries to get it forward quickly. Ashley Cole. Lampard. Now it's Kane. Ashley Cole. Lampard. And it's Beckham. Scholes. Arta. Scholes. Gets it back. Cristiano Ronaldo. Figo. Figo has got himself a free kick. And here's Figo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
And a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
They've played it short. Figo gets it out to the wing. Oviedo with another chance from a corner. Takes one! And it's Figo. Looking for a decent ball in. Goes for the cross. It's a brilliant interception. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Oviedo are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Ferdinand. Back to the keeper and go again. Ashley Cole. Tries the cross. Battles to win it back. Forward it goes. Mallorca have plenty in the middle.
They've planned to defend the aerial route and will do so with numbers.
Ball is over the line. Lampard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Out to the left it goes. Throw it. Ball driven towards the far post. Hit long and direct. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Incoming cross. Towering header! They've scored! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Oviedo get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Pumps it into the area.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Arta. Beckham. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for support, and oh! And the ball's come out. Aimed in toward, gets up to head it! So close to drawing level.
I can't hide away from how important that was.
Beckham goes up and over.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's played forward. And it's Deco. Plays it out to the wing. Looking for space out wide.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Just brushed off the ball there. Nani. They are right into last chance territory. Gorgeous control there. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Could try cutting inside here. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. 2 minutes to be added on. This is promising. Chance to break. Pepe has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's it. Oviedo lose by the odd goal. It could have gone either way, but that is no consolation. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be... And the shots!
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
Toni Kroos, Mateus, Pedro. Plays it out to the wing, played back in. Played towards the front men. Ballack. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Varela. Pedro. And here's Suarez. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Muller. And it's Alvaro Recoba. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Ballack. Beautifully done. Oh, some clever movement up front.
Yeah, they're playing with a false nine, and no one's really holding a fixed position up there.
And how does that work?
Well, I think it's an attempt to just confuse this defence with constant interchange and different movement.
Varela. Loose ball, who's going to get that? That's surely a foul, free kick. And here's Recoba. Can he? He's had a go! He's delivered all right! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Vallecas take the lead.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Recoba. Pedro. Brings it forward. Big chance! Oh, that's a fine save!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Recoba. Forward it goes. Muller. Out to the left it goes. Got a sight. Has a hit! Goal! And
as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Las Palmas grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
And the shot! It's in! Into the lead once more.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Kuba. Good idea, just poorly executed. Vallecas are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Toni Kroos. Müller. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Oh, good take in a good area. Caught offside that time. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Varela. Godin. And we've reached half-time. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we're off again. Plays it out to the flank. And it's Alvaro Recoba. That's the through ball. Cuts it out. Driving on now. What can they conjure from here? Pedro. Out to the right. Recoba. Plays it through. And he's going... He's gone for it! It's a goal! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well read, he sorted that out. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So a chance here, what can they make of it? Las Palmas looking to change the direction of the game here. Oh, off the bar! Massively! They've scored! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
A score.
He's gone for it! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Hits one! Tony Kroos. Ballack. Mateo, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Over to the left. Just brushed off the ball there. Muller. Ballack. He's got through. Going for goal!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
And he has been fouled there. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Varela. Forlan. Back into the middle. He's come through and he's had a quick look at shapes to shoot! Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Lam. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Tony Kroos. Kroos. Mateus.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's left his man. Forlan has a go! And yes, it's there! That was easy, almost too easy.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
Vallecas take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Forlan tries to get it forward quickly. Played out to the right. Breaks on here. More than happy to take the muscular approach.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
It's a brilliant interception. Forlan with a long pass. Well played, he saw that coming. That's put paid to a promising move. Plays it out to the flank. That intervention was very necessary. Varela. Now it's Recoba. Alvaro Recoba proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Hummels drives it forward. Goes for goal! And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Ballack. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, shooting chance! He scored! Deep into injury time! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, we could quite easily have seen that rebound off the woodwork.
And that's it. Vallecas come out on top. Hard fought, impossible to predict. In the end, though, only the result mattered. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here to And all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. The ultra-modern home of Arsenal, a symbol of their class, their timeless sophistication. Almeria have a free kick. Beckham. Scholes. Scholes spreads it towards the left. Gerrard tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Goes for a sweeping cross. Timely intervention. Beckham plays it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. That has put a stop to that. Keeper sees it all the way. And the finish! They've scored! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Almeria didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Cut out in the nick of time. Lampard. Good idea, just poorly executed. Oh, it's Gerrard. Lampard. Out to the left it goes. In comes the cross. Hoists it forward. Almeria are taking a simple, modern approach here.
Yeah, but I'm all for simplicity, Peter. If it works, it's good enough.
Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. And it's Beckham. Beckham. Now it's Rooney. It's got shot at goal! It's a goal! And already they're looking to run away with it. Kane versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any doubt as to who was going to come out on top.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, shooting chance!
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Scholes. Over to the left. And help's available out wide. Gerrard. Beckham. Here it is now, surely! Rooney is fouled. So what can they conjure from this one? Oh, it's a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! Oh, that is a bit special. Almeria are making a change now. Mallorca take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. How about a shot? Scholes with the slide tackle there. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Gerrard. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Zidane. And it's played forward. He's left his man. Chance. Shooting chance! Back of the net! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean...
Has a goal! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Shoots! Oh, outstanding save.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Can he dig out? He's gone for it! No mistake! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Scholes. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. Zidane. Conte. Now it's Kane. Kane gets it back. There's the through ball. He's had that put... He's gone for it! It's there! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
He's made it 3, quite a day at the office for him.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
So now the difference is 3. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. It's come loose. Forward it goes. And it's Lampard.
Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Vieira was steaming forward. Now the counter. Vieira. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And the weighted pass. Cuts it out. Turan.
What a good way to assert your authority for this second period. They were prepared to commit numbers forward into attacking positions, and the risk has been deservedly rewarded.
You can complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Mbappe is the guilty party there. Scholes. And it's played forward. Rooney. That intervention was very... Rooney with a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose! Hoists it forward. That's a safety in numbers approach to defend. He's through and all alone! He's off on a marauding run. Griezmann. Griezmann takes control of it and he's on the move. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's made sure that that won't get through. And here's Griezmann. Hits one! Sticks it away! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Almeria give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Pogba gets it out to the wing. Terry. Beckham. Finds himself eased off the ball, out to the right. Looking for space out wide. Rooney. Beckham plays it forward. Hernandez. Zidane. Conte. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. That is as far as they're going to go. And it's Lampard. And here's Rooney. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Up to meet it! And that would have been game, set and match.
Lampard clearly is aware of how important that was. He'll be hoping that it won't come back to haunt him.
Gets up to head it! And that's a real chance missed. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Jordan Henderson. Henderson goes looking. Just 5 minutes left. Mbappe, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
I think it's great to see that kind of
Real chance! They've scored! And what a climax we have here!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Almeria give themselves... Has a pop! Always going over the top. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Conte. Jordan Henderson. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Mallorca have held on. A knife-edge game, a single goal margin, but they have won it. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and